Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 65. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Mike 55. You.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
White. Mike 54. Hey, man. What? Hey, Foxtrot. 13. I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Silver. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Here we go. 180. Watch 54. Get that quarterback.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run with Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Delta.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
54. Yeah. You don't want to know.
Hey, gun.
54, Mike. 54.
Here's Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Hot route. Hot.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, they scared.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Mackenzie Alexander. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I know you felt that one.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check 3, check 3.
11, 11. 11, 11. Bravo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
11, 11. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go. 1, Omaha. We own them. We own them. Smooth.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies
Stick.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Check. Watch the
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Coming. White. Check. He gets it.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty watching.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
White. Bud. Watch it, Pick it up. 55. Let's go, D. Check. 55.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
We got four.
I got you.
That's me. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
21. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
It's going to be a long day.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gold is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
21. Hey, alert.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, zoom.
Come on.
Now Garoppolo steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
21. 54. Hey, exit. Hey, come on.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 71 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Push him back. Push him back.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing because Week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But Week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. One, twist, one.
11. Hey. 7.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Rabbit.
1, Omaha.
Jack! Let's go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54. Watch QB draw.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Watch 54. I got one.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go. 180!
54. Watch the pass.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, echo.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
To throw is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second and 9, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54, come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Diggs has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
No. Off. 49. 6. 25. Check 25.
Hey, alert. 65.
Mike 5-4.
All day.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 5-4.
13.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. All day, every day.
Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Crunch. 6-6. Pull it high.
44-yard line.
Black.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Let him know.
Sponge. No.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the out.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at